Some may call this an automotive Frankenstein, a love child between BMW and Toyota. In a lot of ways, it actually might be the case, but in execution, it's an amazing sports car. Don't take my word for it. Read some automotive reviews of the Toyota Supra. One of my favorite automotive publications, Car and Driver magazine, they lavish this thing with praise. They have a CD rating, 10 out of 10 being the best. This gets a 9.5 out of 10. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Ford. Today we're going to talk about this 2024 Supra 2.0. Let's dive in. Absolutely gorgeous, curvaceous body, beautiful automobile, and yes, it is a love child between Toyota and BMW. Obviously, Toyota does the styling, and Toyota was involved in a lot of the styling and engineering of this vehicle, but its bones, the engine, the powertrain, the transmission, and some interior components are borrowed from the BMW Z4. I guess if you're going to borrow components, what a better company than BMW to make a high-performance rural drive sports coupe. Obviously, BMW has an amazing reputation for making some of the sportiest, the most drool-worthy automobiles on the planet. I've been in the car business 30 years, and I was lucky enough in the 90s to be behind the wheel of many of Mark IV Supras in my teens, working at a Toyota dealership. Now, obviously, it's very rare for anyone to be able to drive one of those things, and some nice examples are well over 6 figures. But luckily, Toyota has brought back the Supra, and Toyota didn't really have the parts bin to make a vehicle that would live up to the Mark IV Supra. So the Mark V Supra, they had to get a little help from BMW. And I honestly, as a car enthusiast and someone who loved the Mark IV Supra, is near and dear to my heart. I kind of cringed when I heard that it was basically based off a BMW Z4 platform. But in execution, driving it, looking at it, I've driven many of these, bought and sold many of these over the years. I'm very impressed by the vehicle. And obviously it's not just me, the entirety of the automotive press is smitten with it too. So there's 2 engines available. You can get a 4-cylinder, a 2-liter 4-cylinder pumps out 255 horsepower, or you get a 3-liter inline 6 that pumps out 380 horsepower. Obviously, these are both BMW engines. Obviously, the 3-liter inline 6 is the high-performance, fastest version, but this inline 4 is no slouch. 0 to 60 under 5 seconds. In fact, that 0 to 60 under 5 seconds is pretty close to the 0 to 60 that you'd get with the original Mark IV Supra with the bigger twin-turbo inline 6 pumping out 320 horsepower. Beautiful styling in the front. We can see some design influences from the Mark IV Supra for sure in the front end styling. This has a nice chip card clear bra. This thing looks beautiful in pearl white. Double bubble roof, curvaceous rear quarters, carbon fiber rear spoiler. And the Supra is an amazing handler. It's actually one of the widest track, shortest wheelbase production vehicles you can buy. Love the rear end styling. You have the lower part of the bumper and this nice matte black material, the dual exhaust system. We have the brake light right there in between. This thing was designed 100% to be a 2-seat sports car for driving enjoyment. So obviously cargo space is compromised, but not too bad. If we look in here, it has some recessed portions, so the cargo space isn't horrible, not for 2 people for like a long weekend or maybe a little bit longer. But it is a very small vehicle. It's not that much bigger than a Mazda Miata, but it has a heck of a lot more performance potential. Nice styling on the inside, premium materials. We can see all the buttons and switches, the window switches, the door handles. We can see a lot of it BMW. The seat material and stuff like that is definitely BMW grade. The shifter for the 8-speed automatic transmission, pretty much right out of a BMW. We have this nice carbon fiber material, drive mode selector, the climate control, radio buttons, infotainment screen, definitely BMW. Steering wheel, BMW steering wheel as well. Obviously they put a Toyota badge on it. You have the steering wheel paddle shifter so you can take control of those 4 gears. That setting sun's bright, a little bit of a shadier spot. This one only has 26,386 miles. Nice, completely digital gauge cluster. We have a drive mode selector, which will change the behavior of the vehicle. You have sport mode, not sport mode. Those are the only settings you need in a vehicle like this. Interior space is not bad. I'm 6'2". I'm in like a nice cocoon of car. It's not a very big car, but visibility is pretty good. And yeah, you feel confident driving this thing, doing performance driving. It has a great stability and traction control system. Comfortable supportive seats that are great for all-day driving. This is a fantastic commuter vehicle as well. Obviously it's slow to the ground, but once you're in it, it's comfortable and it's pretty fuel efficient. You can get over 30 miles per gallon on the highway. The 4 cylinders are a little bit more efficient than the 6, and in the high 20s in the city. Not too bad. Thanks for joining me in this walk-around video of this 2024 Supra 2.0. We are Scarff Ford and Isuzu. We've been in business 103 years. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.